Today we're back with my variegated Portulacaria Afra. I was looking at this tree the other day and thinking it hadn't grown much. I just watched the video I did last year in this tree and well, it's certainly doing well. So in February I just trimmed it back to all the first pair of leaves all over the tree. This tree lives under the grow light, but as I had some deciduous trees in there as well, I had to slowly lower the light at the end of summer. So by winter the light is only on for a few hours a day. The trees that needed the cold were put in the shed, but trees like this stayed under the light. Once I brought the other trees back in, I increased the light to replicate spring. So basically, this tree is dormant at the moment and it's not getting much light. I'm very excited about this winter as I've now got 2 grow lights, so I don't need to lower the light levels as much in one of them. So hopefully this tree doesn't need to go dormant this year. Hopefully it will really start to develop a lot faster now. I remember when I bought these trees and I was supposedly under a tree ban. Basically my coffee table was rammed full of trees and my wife said I wasn't allowed to buy any more. I thought I could sneak this one in, but of course she noticed instantly the second she got home and I got told off. Anyway, a few weeks later in March I wanted to repot. Well, more just correct the angle. It somehow fell over to one side, probably just under its own weight. So the plan is just to pull it out and replant it upright. It's in a soil that's mostly cat litter and perlite and just a tiny bit of compost. So it's a very loose and crumbly soil. I'm going to reuse the same soil, but here I'm adding more perlite and cat litter. Well, I don't know why I had it in a jar of mayonnaise, but I added a bit more as I wanted to raise the level of the tree in the pot. The roots are not too bad, but I'll correct them properly in a few years. Apart from these two, which are weirdly growing upwards, they are no use to anyone. There's nothing fancy going on, just put it back in the pot and the soil poured in. You have to remember that this is a succulent, so it doesn't matter what happens to the roots. I can pretty much cut them off and just start as a cutting if I need to. So my focus is getting thickness in the trunk and ramification first, and then I can deal with the roots. So here it is. So now it's a bit more upright, so hopefully that will help it out. I kind of like how the top slants off at an angle. In May it still looks okay though. Seems to have filled in quite a bit by June. Well, on one side. You can sort of see now what I want to look like in a few years. In July you can see it needs a prune. You can start to see little leggy bits shooting out. So in August I did exactly that. Any bits that were sticking out, I just cut them back to the first set of leaves. There was some branches that weren't quite extended enough, so I just left them. So you can see by September the ones I'd left were now grown out strong. I didn't trim them back though, I just left them. I'll probably leave them until the new year, but hopefully they keep growing over the next few months and keep thickening up the tree. Thanks for watching, see you next time.